Hello, BookTube. I thought I'd take a little more time out of a intensely bookish day to go through just a few mail packages with you. I don't feel right opening book packages without you, if I can help it. So see what we have here and whether or not any of it is of interest to you. If it is, feel free to let me know. Right? That's a note I haven't struck on this channel in a bit. Which is that I'm an editor at an online literary journal called Open Letters. We call it Open Letters Review. It is the spiritual inheritor of Open Letters Monthly, where I was the managing editor for 10 years. And there are quite a few other people involved, some of whom you know. Britta Bowler is one of our editors. Jennifer, insert literary pun here, is another one. Jess at Garden Scriptorium. We have a good editorial team, and the site is devoted to book reviews of all different kinds. So if you have a mind to try your hand at book reviewing for an audience in very good literary company, you feel free to leave a comment to that effect. Let's see what we have here first. Oh. I'm not actually going to show you the first one. I'm not going to do it because it's a gift. It's a gift for one of you. So we're going to move straight on. Uh-oh, wow. All right. Good, though. Very good. Let's see what's next here. See if I can show you this one. Oh, great. Okay. Yes, I can show you this one. This is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. No pub sheet, but I guess it really doesn't need one. This is The Book of Ephraim by James Merrill. That's a teacup and a Ouija board on the cover. Let me read you for the first time in a standalone edition. James Merrill's The Book of Ephraim, the final piece in his Pulitzer Prize-winning collection Divine Comedies, and which became the opening segment of his epic The Changing Light at Sandover, is presented by and annotated by poet, critic, and Merrill's co-literary executor, Stephen Yenser. It's a bit hard to explain if you're not familiar with James Merrill's poetry. The Changing Light at Sandover is a weird masterpiece of poetry. It's brilliance, I don't think, can really be denied, but it is very strange. This is in its most coherent chunk. And it's strange that, who is this that does this? Knopf. It's strange that they would do it as a standalone book, but intriguing. So this will be an invitation to me all over again to just dive into Merrill's poetry, which I love. Even the weird poetry I love, and I love the weird poetry more the more I experience it. But this doesn't have any pub stuff at all. It comes out as a paperback, but I don't know when or where or what. So okay, well anyway, it's a start. So let's move on here. Wow, James Merrill. There are stories. But if you're out and about at bookstores, a used bookstore, and you see the big, enormous collected poetry of James Merrill, you might want to give it a try if it's cheap, because he's a serious poet, well worth reading. So what have we got here? Okay, this is from Farrar, and Giroux. Yes, this comes out in July. This is by Maria Davina Handley, and it's called The Mare Wife. Kind of a fascinating cover there. What have we got here? Beowulf in the suburbs? Oh my. At first glance, it's hard to imagine two more different universes, but the farther you read in The Mare Wife, the more ingenious you realize this conceit really is. In this wild and subversive modern retelling, here you go, sorry, the author uses the most incongruous of settings to put a powerful, socially aware twist on a very old, very masculine Anglo-Saxon epic. This is a book that re-examines not only one of our oldest classics, but the male conquering hero archetypes and us versus them politics behind so much of our classic literature. There is no us versus them politics in Beowulf. And it wouldn't have occurred to the author of Beowulf that he was writing a masculine poem. But anyway, set in and around Harrod Hall, a wealthy gated community of green lawns, gas fireplaces, and motion-sensing alarms, where all boys are born with Nobel Prize potential. The Mirror Wife introduces us to two mothers. Willa is a wealthy housewife raising her son Dylan in a world of organic foods, piano lessons, educational tools, and central air. Just outside Harriet Hall, quaint picket fences and barbed wire security wall, Dana, an Iraq War veteran, raises her son Gren in an abandoned train station. Wonder whose sympathy we're supposed to have. Willa's and Dana's lives are nothing alike, but when Gren wanders into Harriet Hall and meets Dylan, the two get along, and when they run off together one day, Willa's and Dana's worlds collide. Willa doesn't want Dylan getting mixed up with a family like Dana's, so she calls the local police station for help tracking down the boys and sending them back to their respective homes. On the other end of the phone is Ben Wolfe, a police officer who will change the course of all their lives irrevocably. The Mirror Wife doesn't just transform Beowulf's setting, it reorders this epic's entire moral universe. Certainly sounds like it. Okay, so who is Maria Davina Headley when she's at home? Do we know? No, we don't. The note about the author is yet to come. Okay, so a retelling of... that sounded like more mail. Why don't I pause and see if that it was, in fact, more mail? I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.